welcome back everybody to Let's Play The Wolf Among Us. If you remember from last time, we had a fairly climactic dust-up. We were stopped in our tracks, having just apprehended Ichabod Crane by the hit squad, basically, of the Crooked Man, involving both the Tweedles with shotguns and a new character, Bloody Mary, who is as effective as she is psychotic. We were soundly defeated with a silver bullet to the side, and we decided not to kill one of the Tweedles, so they're still alive. And now we're going to be recovering from the fallout from that. So let's get started. I'm really looking forward to this episode, so let's jump in. Of course, first we'll have the obligatory recap.
If you can't afford to look human, you're going to the farm. It's as simple as that.
Do you have any idea how much it costs to have an entire family in glamour?
I can't finish the mirror. It's missing a piece.
Crane must have taken a shard with him. The open arms.
Enjoy your stay.
If you had just waited for me to explain before telling Beast.
Oh, whatever.
Bigby, how could you do this to me? I guess I finally see you for who you are! Tell me who did it! Just tell me who did it! I know you know!
I don't think he did it.
What?
Look at him. Do you really think this man murdered these women?
Definitely not. We also hulked out to about the best of our abilities so far. But it simply wasn't enough.
But, you know...
Just take him, okay? Take Crane.
I really like that we can't just physically destroy everybody.
Well, this is gonna be a beautiful relationship we have with you guys. Really, I mean it. Out with the old, in with the new.
That's right, at this
Long
point
live the queen.
it's basically a direct challenge to Fabletown's authority. So we're dealing with more or less open war at this point. It's nice to be home, though. Notice the picture of Red Riding Hood up on the wall there. That's kind of funny. Uh-oh. Yeah, maybe it's not so good to be home.
See you around.
Dream sequence.
Hollow point bullets are a nasty business. The silver slug deformed and shredded on impact.
He'll be okay, though. He'll be okay?
His internal organs are positively riddled. If I don't extract every single scrap of silver, he's liable to suffer some long-term toxicosis. Easy there. Try not to move.
Yeah, no problem.
Bigby.
And
I can't keep bleeding this way, old boy.
I like Dr. Swinehart a lot.
I figured I'd be done before you were conscious. But there's little I can do for the pain. Just stay still and let me finish.
Swinehart, how bad is it?
Well, not the worst I've seen, but damn near it. I must say, you're testing even my skills here.
Yeah.
Please, Bigby, don't move it. Doctor.
Look, I'm a bit engaged saving his life at the moment. But if the fractured extremity concerns him that much, he can set it himself.
That's right. It's time for Trauma Center Fable Edition. This is where being a super regenerating Fable probably helps. Ugh, this just makes me squirm now. War wounds for sure. And there we go. It looks like pain as well as anger causes our transformation. You saw with the eyes there.
Not bad. That'll do, I suppose. He's lucky to be alive. And he won't be next time if he keeps going like this.
Hey,
he didn't
Colin.
listen to me before. Maybe he'll listen to you.
I don't know about that.
Well, he should. There are limits to what even I can do.
It's not like I asked for this shit to happen.
Yes, but it's not like you actively discouraged it either.
Well, you didn't have a lot of options, Swinehart. I guess he's just concerned with our welfare. Man, we are
Excuse me,
messed
Miss
up.
White, but perhaps it'd be better if you gave me a few minutes to finish with him.
I think I should stay, at least until he's out of the woods.
Da-dum.
Believe me, Bigby couldn't be in better hands. And I need the space to work, so if you wouldn't mind.
Stick around, all right? I don't know if I trust this guy.
Oh, please, I could do this with my optic nerve severed. We'll be down in a moment. Just please, give us the time.
Swinehart is very confident.
Hey, Doc,
But,
how much longer?
Colin, leave him be.
It's finished when it's finished.
'Cause I once watched a vet sew a turtle together in 10 minutes flat.
Colin, you're not even supposed to be here right now.
That's true.
Oh, really? Where am I supposed to be? I'm here to take care of my friend.
With what? Your hooves?
Hey, listen,
Please,
lady.
With
keep
his
it down back
personality.
there. Thank you.
Could you please not distract the doctor while he has my chest cut open?
Yes, that would be helpful. There. All
I'm
done.
not sure how he's supposed to be finding
Right.
those slugs. Well,
This isn't a habit you should keep to. Having visits with me. And, well, this time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
so they can kill us.
Miss White. He'll be fine for light duty, if he can figure out what that means.
He knows what it means. It's just been an unusual couple of days.
Yeah, no kidding.
I know, but please, don't give him the excuse. His body will eventually give out. Take care of him, please.
I will. He'll need rest, I assume?
Sleep mostly. Just keep watch, and make sure he doesn't get into further altercations.
Snow has enough to deal with, Swinehart. I can take care of myself.
Clearly. Anyways, guard against, as they say. Miss White, Sheriff?
He's just
Colin.
a nice...
Swiney.
He doesn't like Colin. He's just this very nice blend of professionalism and a little doctorly care and sass. Very no-nonsense. I like Dr. Swinehart. He's a little different in the comics, kind of more of a jerk there, but so is everybody.
So, how do you, feel?
Well, I took 12
It's
shotgun
Bigby, Snow.
blasts.
He'll be okay. Hell, I seen him take worse.
Have you?
Not much worse.
Not as good as can be expected, I think.
So, not well then.
I'm glad you're not dead.
Call back. I guess she carried us here?
You stopped breathing, you know, when you passed out or died, I guess.
No, death is brain activity, not breathing, Snow. I guess this is
It-
the 80s.
It kind of scared the hell out of me.
Also, they're fairy tale creatures.
I've never seen you like that. And when Swinehart arrived, you know him, he's never worried.
Aw.
And even he thought you were... I don't know. It was just awful.
Snow, I'd never leave you.
Tender moments.
Yeah, you were really fucked up, man. You look like when you take an action figure and bend its limbs the wrong way.
Colin,
I'm just saying, I was worried about him is all. The guy hasn't had a night's rest in days.
Now, this is a
I'll
really
get some
interesting
rest when
scene.
this whole thing is done.
What whole thing? What's even happening out there? I mean, do you guys have like a plan or something? And who should I be asking? Should I be worried about the Crooked Man taking over? Or is Crane still the thing?
The Crooked Man, Bloody Mary, the Tweedles. This is bigger than what I thought it was.
Yeah. The Crooked Man came out of the shadows for a reason. For him to attack us so blatantly like that. He either feels invincible or desperate.
Well, if those are my two options, I don't think I'd pick desperate.
What do you mean?
You traded Crane to save Bigby. I'm just saying, that's not exactly something you do when you're playing with house money.
So he called my bluff. It's not like I'm gonna let Bloody Mary just murder.
This is a very interesting
It was a
conversation.
split-second decision, and I don't care how it looked. I'd make it again and twice on Sunday.
Yeah, thanks, Snow, for all that back there.
No problem.
Thanks? You're not pissed that Crane's flown the coop? Or that the crooked man thinks he's got snow under his thumb?
We're all mad about it, Colin. But it's not like we had a strong choice in the matter.
What else could Snow do? If she didn't hand him over, my ass would be down the witching well. And Crane still would have been taken.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
That's definitely
All
true.
I care about right now is just what does the crooked man want out of this?
Power.
I thought he was just a loan shark, but clearly he's operating in other circles.
To me, the only solution
It can't just be about
is...
Crane, right? Getting him out of town? Is this all about the murders? Crane can't be useful to him anymore.
Crane
So
would
what
use-
could this have to do with Faith and Lily? How long has this stuff been going on?
This is about those girls. And it'll always be about those girls. Nothing will change that.
We'll see.
I really like that
The
too.
crooked man declared war against us last night. At least that's what I thought when it happened.
I think he
But
did.
now I see this war has been going on for years. We just haven't noticed it because our way of doing things is broken. We need to do things the right way.
What does that mean, the right way?
What do you think I mean?
I don't know, but it suspiciously sounds like your
See,
way.
this is why I like Colin here.
Bigby's the one on the front lines. You can't give him a leash. He doesn't work that way.
A little restraint and thought behind things will never hurt anyone, Colin.
Look, I know things haven't gone great recently, but we're still doing our best.
That's not good enough. So, starting now, we do everything cut and dried, by the book, straight as an arrow.
Pure as driven snow.
I'm not saying I'm the arbiter of...
Sure you're not.
This town has enough monsters. What happened last night, what you turned into, it can't happen
This
again.
makes more sense if you
We
killed the
need
Tweedle.
monsters to fight monsters.
Colin, if I really believed that we needed him to lose his flippin' mind at a moment's notice,
Again,
then that would mean I'd lost all faith.
doesn't
in our
exactly
ability to
make
help
a lot
this
of sense
town.
with what we did.
Just
Although
let that side
we
of you
did
be done,
freak
okay?
out for sure.
Be done and buried, and we can all move on.
I'll do better. We'll do better. We have to be better than them, or what's the point?
Right, exactly. Thank you. Look, I'm sorry that I have to bring all this up, but I think it's important. Look, Bigby, I care about how this is done just as much as I care about it getting done.
So for that, you want to give him a handicap? Like the bad guys will worry if shit gets sloppy. Everybody wants Bigby to smile and shave and take a shower now and then. Hell, I'm practically the president of the Bigby Don't Be Such a Dick Club. But this is the wrong fucking time to put shackles on him.
Hold on, who says I'm sloppy? I always do what I do for a reason.
And it's all turned out how you planned.
He'll get the job done. Just let him do it.
I'm going to let you do it, okay?
Thanks.
It's just that now that I'm deputy mayor, I need your respect.
Yeah, sorry I didn't burn that tree
And
when you
this
wanted me
situation has to end.
What situation?
All unglamored fables starting today have to go and stay at the
Oh,
farm.
give me a fucking break. Are you gonna let her talk to me like that?
It's been the rule for a reason, Colin. And Bigby knows it's for the best of the town. It keeps everybody out of trouble.
to. Diplomacy
And what
time.
if a Monday does see me, huh? I'm a pig, not a mouse with a hat and a cane.
Look, everyone just calm down, all right?
I'm perfectly calm.
Yeah, that's not
I'm
the
not.
problem.
Tell me right now, what's it gonna be, Bigby?
Thanks, telephone.
Wolf's residence.
That's rude.
Oh, Buffkin, what is it? Okay, I'll let him know. Thanks.
Man, our floor is like 90%
Guess who's
blood.
waiting in your office right now? Nerissa.
Nerissa.
That broad from the puddin' and pie?
Yes. Apparently, she told Buffkin that she has something she needs to talk to you about. But that she'll only tell you. And what do you think that could be?
Bigby's got an admirer. You always do well with the, disenfranchised. Something about your prickly demeanor attracts him like
All
a
right,
moth
shut
to a
up, Colin.
flame.
She probably just wants to talk about last night. The whole thing at the pudding and pie.
Maybe. I should get back to the business office. I've left Buffkin alone for too long taking
That
calls.
sounds risky. He's probably drinking.
And I should probably change out of these clothes.
Yeah. Although
Consider
that
the
might,
discussion tabled, but not over. Let me
All right.
know when you're done with Nerissa.
Aye, aye, Captain. She's a piece of work. Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you? I mean, she seemed real serious about it, but I
See,
can still hang out here.
I'm taking the diplomacy
right?
route still.
I don't know. Snow come around. She's just... the Crane thing hit her hard, and she doesn't really know who her friends are right now.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Bigby.
I want to keep calling around. See, this is where, to me, it gets very interesting. Snow is taking a broad view on how to police Fabletown in general, and is a big proponent of law and order, and Colin is obviously just the opposite. I mean, he hates the Crooked Man as much as we do, but he is more chaotic bent. He thinks that we ought to be able, since we are a good person, quote-unquote, to take our own tack and do what we want. Okay. Time for a conversation with that. And the conflict that they're having, to me, is very interesting. I think it would be very easy just to, attack the good people on one side and the bad people on the other, and have us fight to the death or whatever, which will eventually be decided by who's the protagonist. But having these governance conflicts, to me, adds this really fascinating dimension, because I don't know if there's really a right answer here. I mean, technically, Colin shouldn't be in our apartment. He's kind of getting special treatment because he's an old acquaintance or friend of ours. That's not really right. I can't really defend that. But at the same time, I feel compelled to not send him back to the farm and to sort of side with him, although I don't really want to fight with Snow either. I like how they start pushing you, and they start making people who are sort of aligned fight each other. We're really deciding how we're going to govern.
Sheriff.
All right, back to this.
Hi, Nerissa.
Time to squeeze more blood from this stone, I guess.
Have a seat.
Keep in mind she still can't say anything too much.
Are you okay?
Oh, what would be wrong
You
with me?
didn't look good last night. I wasn't sure you'd be,
This is kind of vicious
around
if you killed Tom.
if I came by.
Well, let's just say I've been better.
Huff and Puffs. Not many people smoke those.
Second time we've heard about that.
Thanks.
So what was that back there with Crane? He wanted you to tell me something.
And clearly you
It's
can't.
not too late to talk.
Big B.
There's not a lot that I can talk about. You know that.
Yeah, don't be
So
thick.
that spell Crane was trying to break. It's not just while you're at work. Huh.
At least he's figured that out, I guess.
What I mean is, I don't want to waste your time, but I don't want you wasting your own time either.
Back in the dressing room, at the pudding and pie, I told you what I was looking for, and you found a way to tell me. You sent me to the open arms. Maybe that'll work again?
You can try. I just... Go ahead. It might work.
You're here because the Crooked Man just sent Crane to the bottom of my list of worries. And you have something you want to say about that, right?
These lips are sealed.
Yeah,
If I could answer you just like that,
it's a little too
I
direct.
wouldn't have had to make that appointment with you.
Sure.
No, I guess not.
It's not clear how circumspect she has to be.
Sometimes we have to find our way through life on our own, grasping and fumbling in the dark. I used to have friends to help me find my way, but now they're gone, and I don't know what to do. Is this making any sense?
Well, her friends would be Faith and Lily,
I'm
I
not
guess.
sure how I can
Are you trying to say something about Faith and Lily?
What I'm saying is friends matter. And I don't have any left.
Yeah.
So I hope you're looking after yours. Are you? Look around you.
Who are you talking about? Are my friends in danger?
I'm sorry.
Not getting it.
I thought I could do this. I need you to know I want to help, but...
We got it.
But
your lips are sealed.
I think we've got enough to go on.
I'm sorry if I'm wasting your time. I thought I knew how to say it.
Ribbons. Faith wore one too.
Put it together, Bigby.
Do you like it? Do you?
It's not how it looks that concerns me. It's what it does. That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
I think we put it together. However, I think a clear-thinking person would probably think twice before taking that ribbon off. So let's let her talk about that.
If you're thinking what I think you are...
Okay. I get it. I don't know how, but I'm going to fix this. If you could just point me in the right direction, I swear I will fix this.
Clearly, if they could take the ribbons off, they would.
If anyone finds out I came here...
That's probably Snow.
Well, still, we
Listen,
should be careful.
Sheriff, can you keep this conversation between us? I could be in a lot of... trouble. I shouldn't be talking to you.
What are you worried about?
What do you think she's worried about?
Please don't say anything.
Okay. I like that they don't really play up the misunderstanding
I
there.
just need to talk to the sheriff for a moment. Please excuse us.
1 minute.
I might have a new lead for you, but I don't know how solid it is. Beauty and Beast called the office just now. They said they wanted to talk to you about something. I wonder if they've heard about Crane.
Thank you for listening, Sheriff. You should go on to your next business.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you'll be wasting your time.
Wait, you don't have to go.
It's tough being Snow. I mean, she really is trying to do the best, but
That
it
was... abrupt?
doesn't really endear her to a lot of the
One way to
community.
send a message.
Yes, it is.
What did she tell you? I didn't mean to rush her out. Did you get anything from her?
She couldn't really say anything. The magic that Crane was talking about, it's in the ribbon.
And you can't take the ribbon off? Or...
It's how Faith and Lily died.
It's my opinion.
Okay then. Good work. So, about Beauty and Beast, do you think there's something to it? Is this the right place to look? What could they know about the Crooked Man? Or do you think they just heard about last night?
We knew this
and they're
already.
Scared about what's been going on?
Beauty told me she had to take out a loan from the Crooked Man. Seems like a pretty bad deal.
I can only imagine what they're thinking now.
Nice middle button there. That's
We
not
need to
accidental,
solve this
by the way.
before something else happens. Who knows what?
That's one of those... This looks like a Monday place,
I
but the
have
Fables can
other
use it
matters
things.
to attend to.
Alright. Yeah, so we are, the way I'm playing Bigby, much more concerned about the individual fables. The particulars of the people, especially the disenfranchised.
You were into either.
Good reason. Look what happened.
So that's back on me
Oh
now.
boy.
I thought we agreed that was settled.
You said it was settled. that doesn't mean I have to agree to it.
And when were you going to tell me? Or were you just going to keep that a secret too?
You know what it was. You know what was going on, Beast. I had to get a job, and you wouldn't have it. Don't make it into something it wasn't.
Good old domestic disturbances.
Principle of it.
Well, they've been economically suffering, so I can't wait to see,
I don't have to stand here and listen to you.
Fine.
can't wait to see what their apartment's looking like, if it's anything like Lawrence and,
It's you. What are you doing here? What's this about? Well...
Called?
You called, right? Or, was it Beast?
I didn't call you.
Listen, I've had a shitty night.
Well, you're not the only one.
And I really don't want to
Judy.
deal with the runaround. Snow said you called and wanted to talk to me.
If someone called, it must have been Beast. I certainly didn't.
Okay.
Princess.
You know, if you had just kept your mouth shut about me, Beast wouldn't have lost his head over at the open arms. He never would have even found the place. And I wouldn't have had to spend the night defending myself for keeping secrets with Bigby Wolf. I lost my job because of you. I needed that.
Well, that does
Who's
suck.
there? Beauty? Who is it? Who's at the door?
Are you gonna let me in or what?
Bigby's here.
Hi, Bigby. Can you give us a minute?
Notice that Beast is
word
still hurt from
in
our
private?
confrontation.
I think that's a good idea.
Wow. So, this is the economically disadvantaged couple's place, huh?
I guess I really do have the smallest apartment in the Woodlands.
Good night. Look at this
Make a
place.
problem out of it.
I wonder what the electric bill is for that thing.
We really need to bring Bigby into this.
Probably pretty intense.
But I just don't think he's going to improve our situation.
Well, that's what we're going to find out.
Talk about living in
I
the
know you're gonna
past.
disagree, but if he can't
Look
keep
at
a
that.
little secret, how can we trust him with this?
I trust him.
Well, of course you do. Whatever. It's not
Basically,
just
whoever you side with
who
in
follows
the
him around.
Beauty Beast thing is the one that trusts you, whereas the other one doesn't like you. Solid oak. I mean, look at our place and look at this place. This is absurd. I like this
Sorry.
angle.
We've had a long night.
Yeah. What's that you always say? Centuries of marriage come with centuries of baggage.
I
I gotta
guess.
say, your place, it looks, expensive.
Yes, it does.
What's that supposed to mean?
Judy!
What? It's a fair question. He's the sheriff, not an interior decorator. So, what are
I
you trying
dabble.
to say?
I thought you were having money problems, but it doesn't look like you're suffering to me. Is this something about that loan you took out? From the crooked man?
That's part of it, but...
We can't bring him into this. He's just going to make things worse. He always does.
Well, he's here
To be
now,
fair, I
so
always
let's
do.
see what he can do.
Why are you being like this?
I'm just trying to do what's best for us.
Both of you.
I'd like to help you, but I can't do anything if you don't tell me what's going on.
Just answer me this first. What if we did have some information on the crooked man?
Then
if
you would
we
tell me.
talk, we're putting ourselves at risk. Could you protect us? I've seen what happens when you cross him. Can you...
Can you promise you'll keep us safe if we talk?
You think you're the only ones in danger? If you have info on that crooked bastard, I need to hear it. Otherwise, I've got better things to do.
Bigby, don't leave.
Then tell me what the fuck is going on? You're in so much debt? Look around you. This isn't the way people short on cash live.
You get used to a certain way of doing things, and
Man.
sometimes it just gets away from you.
I just wanted to give Beauty the kind of life she deserves. You understand that, don't you? And there's not a lot of work out there. Who would we be if we just lived like...
Like what? And
Hi there, you've reached Beauty.
this is so great.
And we're out doing something fabulous.
Maybe I should...
A day at the beach?
Skiing
Hey,
the slopes.
we're not done here.
And we
I should...
to the phone right now,
so leave a message at the beep and we'll
This
get back to
message
you
is
as soon
so
as...
great.
Humanly possible. Beep! That fucking message. I'm gonna come down there and bash your heads in with that machine if I have to call again and hear that fucking message one more time. I've been doing this long enough to know that if you had the cash, you'd have paid by now. So consider yourselves out of warnings. It's time to start thinking about how else you can settle this.
Whoa.
Who is that?
The Crooked Man's gonna get his, one way or another.
That's a new guy for sure. Welp. Yeah, they are in trouble.
All I care about is, how can I find the Crooked Man? Who do I talk to? Where do I go?
You know, this might be more sympathetic if we hadn't spent our time with the actual
Lucky Pond.
outcasts.
That's where I borrowed the money.
We've heard that before.
The Crooked Man's behind that place. I'd overheard people talking to Jersey about loans before.
Jersey.
So, when I needed money, that's where I went. I didn't know what to do.
You could have told me.
You had enough on your plate.
Man.
Wait, who do you deal with?
Jersey. You know, the Jersey
The
Devil.
Jersey
Oh,
Devil.
yeah. That slimy prick. I didn't realize he was back on this side of the river.
And those Tweedles were always going in and out. Probably dropping off a loan payment they squeezed out of some poor fable. But never the Crooked Man. Mainly it's just regular fables.
Yeah, figures.
I can see now that it was a mistake, but I'm not the only one who goes there, you know. I saw the woodsman's axe there just the other day. It was in a display case.
That'll be how Mary
I
got it.
guess he's hit hard times too. There's a lot of that going around. I can't imagine he has a lot of marketable skills.
Sometimes fables
Not that you
just
don't either.
don't have anywhere
Or
else to
you-
go.
Fucking Bloody Mary must go through there. She had Woody's axe last night. Tried to chop my damn head off with it.
Maybe if you go there, you can sort some things out.
I guess I'll go check out the Lucky Pawn. If I can't track down the Crooked Man there, maybe I can make enough noise that the Crooked Man will come find me.
Hold on,
Count
baby.
on
Don't
it.
go there. Sounds like you're just going to get Beauty in trouble. And... You know that butcher shop, the cut above?
Butcher shop.
It's the place on Tubman Street. Same block as the baker and the candlestick maker.
Uh-huh.
Well, I've been delivering packages from there for a while. The thing is, it's for the Crooked Man.
Of course it is.
And I
We've
don't
seen the
think
butcher
it's
a couple
meat
places.
in the packages. You gotta understand, I needed work.
You have to believe us. We didn't think it would get like this.
Well, what are you delivering? What's going on there? How does this fit into the Crooked Man's operation?
I couldn't tell you, but I do know this. It's the only meat market in town that doesn't carry filet. I'm not sure how much actual butchery goes on there.
Been to every meat
How
market.
did you get involved with this?
Johann the butcher called. He had a problem with the refrigeration unit one night. But when I finished, it was your pal Mary who showed up to pay me.
Terrifying.
She said I was reliable. She liked that. And it's the only thing I've been able to pick up, and it's still not enough. I don't want Beauty to have to work, especially not where she was.
She's got to get out of
It's
this.
up to me to take care of her.
Well, you're done working there. If you want my help, this is over.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I just wanted to provide for Beauty. Give her the kind of life she
You know,
deserves.
you could have talked to her. Both of them
We
could have
shouldn't
talked
have
to
to
each
live
other.
like this, scraping to get by.
Uh-huh.
None of us should. We were royalty once. We were accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
Man.
All we want is to make this place feel a little bit like home. You wouldn't understand, Bigby.
Yeah.
I don't need to understand. It's not my fucking job to understand. My job is to keep Fabletown safe.
So, where are you going?
Well, that's a good
If
question.
this all goes sideways, I'd like to know where it's coming from.
Yeah, it is hard for me to be that sympathetic for these two. Not compared to the rest. Not compared to the Fables who actually have had, been squeezed out of everything. I mean, not that Beauty and Beast aren't in a bad situation, but man, it is completely of their own design. Alright, so this is where we're going to break off for this session, and we have a doozy of a choice. We know a lot's been going down at the Lucky Pawn. We know that's where Woody's axe was. We know the Crooked Man's there. And we've seen Jack involved in there too. But the butcher shop, we saw that both at the Tweedle's office and at Auntie Greenleaf's. Both of them are excellent choices, and I'll be honest, once we show up at the one, they're probably going to get word at the other. Let me know in the comments thread, and I will catch you guys next time on Let's Play The Wolf Among Us.